Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Aaron. Thanks for stopping by. So today we are doing the review for the Netflix show, The Umbrella Academy. Now, I had heard about this show. My tattoo artist was actually telling me about it. So the other day, I had some time and I was like, well, there's the show. It's only like 8 episodes a season, so I guess I'll check it out, see if I like it, and I'll continue watching it if I do. Which I did. All in like 2 days. I watched the first season and I watched like 2 episodes of the second season. Right now, in this review, we're just going to touch on the first season. So, the things I liked about it, I found the storytelling very unique, which I just love. I love unique storytelling. I love unique characters and original creativity. I'm so tired of seeing the same thing just rehashed over and over. And this series just felt really new, felt refreshing. I loved the characters. I loved the family dynamic. Which, speaking of the family dynamic, I'm just going to briefly touch on how the characters are so... They're adults now, but you can see that every one of them has trauma from their upbringing and how they've fit into society and have dealt with that trauma. It deals with abuse. I wouldn't say it's a main focal point of the show, but in a way it is. Their father, the professor or whatever, he was very strict on these kids. Like, if you think your parents are strict or were strict, this guy's like the ultimate strict parent who shows no love, no emotion for anybody. But he's abusive. I mean, straight up, just emotionally abusive, mentally abusive, verbally abusive as well. You know, people say less is more. I think the whole thing with verbal abuse can sometimes be that the less verbal someone is, the more the abuse is, because people need to be surrounded, especially when they're children, by parental figures that love them and are physically and verbally affectionate to people. And when you're not verbally affectionate, and when the only things you say that are just your disdain and your disappointment, you know, that's really going to affect a child and their psyche. So anyway, the kids are dealing with that trauma, and yet there's this mystery happening. And at the same time, oh yeah, the world's going to end in like 6 days. So there's a lot of sticks in the fire. I know that's not the right word. Irons in the fire, I guess. I just found it really interesting. And it was a really interesting character piece for me to watch, because I haven't seen many shows that have dealt with that side of verbal and emotional abuse and the trauma and the aftermath of growing out of childhood and growing into adulthood and still dealing with that underlying trauma. As far as the acting goes, today I was thinking about how am I going to do this review, because I really want to touch on this one guy's acting because I think it was just great. And then I started thinking about all the other actors, and honestly, all the main actors in this show, the children who are now adults, I think their acting is great. I never once disbelieved anything that was going on. It never once took me out of the show going, oh, that's kind of corny or whatever. Like, every reaction that a character had, I was fully invested in, and that's because the acting was so well done. It's great when you have a cast like that you can just have an amazing group of actors that their chemistry is great and that they're just very believable for such a unbelievable story, I guess. Because when you're dealing with superheroes and stuff, superheroes, when you're dealing with superheroes, I totally lost my train of thought. Whatever. I thought the acting was great. I'm really hyped for season 2. I would definitely recommend the first season if you're into original storytelling and a little bit of fantasy slash superhero. If that's your thing, I would definitely check it out for sure. I heard there is a season 3 that is coming out this year, so I guess I'll touch on that when I'm done watching season 2 and I do a review for season 2. There's one character that I really wanted to know more about, and it's that ape Pogo, I think his name was. I want to know, like, what is he? Where did he come from? Like, what exactly... Like, he can talk, and he wears clothes, and he looks like he stepped out of Planet of the Apes or something. And he seemed like he had a lot of wisdom and secrecy that he was hiding that I would like to know more of. I don't know if they're going to touch on him in season 2, but in season 1, there's a point where they kind of just throw him away. Pun intended. I just don't know if they're going to kind of go back and touch on his character in season 2, if at all. But I definitely find that character really interesting. Alright, so if you've seen it, comment below what your thoughts were on it. Like this video, subscribe if you would. I would much appreciate it. And my name is Aaron, and I hope you see me in another video. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.